I got a view that very few people get to see. Right in between the trees.
Oh man, this is not gonna be good.
Hey, what's up? I have a real treat for you today. I'm bringing you the first installment of what I'm calling Steve's Short Paramotor Stories. It's a compilation video of several different flights where something interesting happened, but not quite enough to make its own YouTube video. And I've got some great stories to tell today. Flying over the Atlanta Motor Speedway, flying where it was just a little too windy for my abilities, and my worst landing ever. Let's get right into it. Today's first story is my very first pavement takeoff. Now, I'm used to taking off in the grass. We all are. That's how we usually start. So this was my first one on hard concrete ground. And if you botch that up and you fall, it's not going to feel very good. So I was nervous about that. To add to the pressure, I was aiming right in between a couple of trees in the parking lot. Whew, the stakes were pretty high. Here goes nothing.
Right in between the trees.
While the takeoff was pretty awesome, I didn't want to land on the asphalt just in case I did one of my world famous butt landings. Well, it had rained earlier that day and the grass was pretty slick. Check it out.
I am a full flare, this bad boy. Well, it was slippery.
Oh, and by the way, for every botched takeoff and landing that I have on camera, I am going to insert the Wilhelm scream. Don't know what the Wilhelm scream is? Well, you've heard it. You just might not know you've heard it. Here it is. Yep, that's it. You have heard it. A little inside joke from Hollywood that they've been using for years and years, and now I'm going to use it. So I'm taking my failure videos from this to this. Much better, don't you think? This next story is two stories in one. This was actually my fourth flight, and my inexperience shows. I got up with no problems.
Yeah! Woo!
But once off the ground, I couldn't get in my seat.
Can't get in my seat.
I kept trying to lift my legs enough, but that was not working. I didn't know I was supposed to get high enough, stow my brakes, and then use my hands to pull the seat under me.
Oh, this is not comfortable. Come on. I can't get in my seat. I can't get my seat. I gotta come in.
And the second half of this story was, well, this was my worst landing ever. I was coming in for a landing, and as I got closer to the ground, I second guessed myself and wanted to go around again. So I tried to gas it up again, but when I did, I was already too low, and I just smashed right into the ground. No flare at all.
Oh, God, no. Kill it, kill it, kill it. All right. That was weak.
So the lesson I learned from this was, when you commit, you full on commit. Don't change your mind 10 or 15 feet off the ground. Fortunately, no damage to myself and no damage to the paramotor. However, if you look closely, you'll see my wallet flying out of my pocket.
There's my wallet.
So we are halfway through with Steve's Short Paramotor Stories. And quite frankly, I'm not in love with that title for this video series. So if you have a better title for what this series of videos is going to be called, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think it should be. And the one I like the most, I will pin it to the top of the comment section and I will use your idea. This next flight was definitely the windiest I've ever flown and definitely did not love being up in the air. It started out just a little windy.
Yeah, a little windy.
But then it really started picking up.
Could be a scary landing. Oh, man. This is not going to be good.
My speed went from going from 5 miles an hour heading into the wind.
I'm going 5 miles an hour, y'all. So the gusts up here are about 20.
To going over 40 miles an hour with the wind.
Oh, holy smokes, 42 miles an hour. Yeah.
And look at the sink rate. At one point, I dropped 60 feet in 6 seconds.
Oh, man. The sink is insane.
Needless to say, I was not looking forward to this landing.
Let's kill it. Oh. Oh, well. Safe landing. Oh, dang. That was crazy.
Our last story was one of my most memorable flights. I got to fly over the Atlanta Motor Speedway. This was a real treat because I usually only fly over trees and open fields. So to be able to fly over such a large man-made thing, well, that was pretty awesome.
I got a view that very few people get to see.
The track is 1.5 miles long and the stands can hold 125,000 fans. Well, I won't be flying over the Speedway on race day, but it sure was fun to imagine the cars and crowds while flying over.
Look at that.
Unfortunately, the flight wasn't all perfect. The flight was early in my flying career and, well, I had not dialed in my landings just yet. What I didn't know was where I was planning on landing wasn't just grass, but tall sticker bushes and thorns. I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna hurt.
And here it goes. Flared too early. Oh, these bushes. I scraped myself. I would not be surprised if I'm all bloody down there on my legs. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, that was a sticker bush. Bloody, bloody. Wow. Look at that. That's one leg. Look at that leg. I was run through. That was a bad landing.
Well, that's it for this episode of Steve's short Paramotor Stories, or whatever we're gonna call this thing. Be sure to comment down below with a better name idea and I'll for sure use it. Oh, hey, listen, don't miss my next video. I have finally figured out how to dial in the flight audio to go from this
I pledge allegiance to the flag.
to this.
I pledge allegiance to the flag.
And in the next video, I'm gonna show you how I did it. Till next time, see ya.